Hey there everybody, John Campea here. Thank you for visiting my movie vlog. And you know, one of the biggest topics of discussion going around in film circles right now is why is Blade Runner 2049 pretty much tanking? I mean, you've got this film that's cost anywhere between $150 and $170 million to make, only has made about $60 million in its first 2 weeks in North America, and only about $158 million worldwide after 2 weeks. And of course, if this was a smaller budget film, maybe it's not considered a bomb, but at these types of numbers, it's not good. So the question on everybody's mind is, with a brand name as recognizable as Blade Runner, a celebrated franchise, a movie that's doing really well with the critics. Last time I checked, it had an 89% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. It's doing pretty well with the audiences. Last time I checked, it had an 82% audience rating on Rotten Tomatoes. So people like the film. It's a good movie. It's got a good brand name behind it. They put an awful lot of marketing into it. Why is this film struggling to make any money? Some people are suggesting that the trailers conveyed a high art concept piece of movie making that may have turned some people off, and I'm sure that has something to do with it. Some people are suggesting that, hey, it was just far too late. The Blade Runner name doesn't mean as much as it would have, say, maybe 15 years ago, and maybe there's something to that too. But I think the big, glaring, obvious reason why this film is struggling, despite the fact that it's really good, the critics are liking it, the audiences are like it, is right there in front of our faces. And it's simply this. The marketing and trailers for Blade Runner 2049 never told the consumers what it was they'd be getting if they bought a movie ticket. Now think about that for a second. Look back on all the trailers that have come out for this movie. Not one of the trailers ever actually tells you as the audience member what this movie is about. The trailers were so focused on, look at the artistry of this movie. Look at the tone of this movie. Hey, look, it's Blade Runner world again. Look, it's Ryan Gosling. Look, Harrison Ford is back. But they never tell you what the movie's about. Now, for those of you who have not seen Blade Runner 2049, and apparently that's a lot of you, I'm about to tell you what the movie's about. What I'm about to say is not a spoiler, but they don't show it in any of the trailers, so some people may consider it a spoiler. You've been warned, okay? Here's what Blade Runner 2049 is about. In the society where there are real humans and replicants, the impossible has happened. A replicant has had a child, and now this replicant cop, played by Ryan Gosling, is charged with finding that child before it's discovered by the rest of the world and, as they say in the movie, breaks the world. That is a fascinating concept for a movie, and it plays really well in the movie. It's a good, solid story, but you can go over every bit of marketing, no matter what the poster is, the billboard, the television commercial, or the trailer, they don't bother to tell you that that's what the movie's about. Now, essentially what they've done is this. They've invited you into Best Buy, and Best Buy put this fantastic jug-o mystery on the shelf with no label, nothing on there telling you what it's about. It's in the electronics section, but other than that, they don't tell you a thing. And you can go up to a Best Buy representative and say, hey, yeah, I'm just curious, what's this? Well, this is the jug of mysterious fun. Okay, that sounds good. What's in it? Well, we can't tell you what's in it. That would spoil the surprise. Surprise? You're asking me to give you $25 for this. Shouldn't I know what's in there? No, you'd rather take it home, open up an experience for the first time there. That is essentially what Blade Runner 2049 was asking of movie audiences. They put out all this marketing campaign, never telling the audience what the movie's even basically about, and basically they're saying, just trust us. Spend the money, spend an evening of your week, come on out to the theater and just trust us. It'll be good. Now, us hardcore movie fans, we can be the most insufferable, snooty people out there, right next to music fans, really. And right now, it's all the rage within these circles of hardcore movie fans to say, no, I don't want to know anything that's in the trailer. I want to go in clean. That's great for you, but for the general movie-going audience who are consumers, you can't expect them to drop their money on things if you're not even going to give them a hint as to what your product is. I'm not saying spoil the movie. I'm not saying give away every plot twist, but at least tell the audience, hey, come see this movie because this is what it's about. Maybe it might interest you. So while I certainly don't think that showing that this movie is an artistic movie in your trailers, I don't think that's a bad thing. I think general audiences can be cool with that as long as you also tell them what the movie's about. However, when you don't tell the audience what the movie's about, and all you do is show this high concept art and mood and tone and visuals in your trailer, they're left to feel alienated. They feel like this movie isn't for me. I'm not the audience they have in mind for this. They're leaving me behind. And that's what they basically did. They alienated their potential audience. So I contend that the problem with Blade Runner 2049 and its performance isn't the movie itself, because it's a good movie. It all lies in the marketing and how they failed to sell this movie to the general movie-going audience. But nobody will admit to this, because again, right now it's the popular thing to say, oh, don't show us anything in the trailers. Well, guess what? That doesn't work, and the film-going community better recognize that if we don't want to see other great films in the cinema completely bomb because we refuse to tell the audience what the movie's about. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say on that topic, guys. The big question is, what do you think? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? What are your thoughts? Do you think there are some other reasons Blade Runner 2049 has struggled at the box office? Jump into the comment section and let me know your thoughts. Listen, guys, while you're here, click the thumbs up button, leave a comment, and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you follow me on social media, on Facebook and on Twitter, simply at John Campea. That'll do it for me for now, guys. Until next time, go out and get this mysterious jug of fun!